Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. Okay, I just made a video. I had to delete it, and I think I may have solved the problem by. I have my new computer. It's actually a used computer, but it's a new one for me, and working great. Some of you may remember I did a review on this speaker system with microphones, dual system microphones, dual system speaker. It worked with Windows 7. When I went with my old computer to Windows 10, this would not work. My computer would not even find it. So yesterday I've got a computer. I bought it from my son bought a brand new computer, and so I bought his old one. And I'm still installing everything. But the problem I've had, and I had it before, is with the microphone. When I was doing it in the past, when this was working, I never knew which microphone was selected, and I had the same problem. But I just uploaded a video which I had to delete. So if you got a notice about a video and couldn't find it, that's the reason. Because the audio didn't work, but I can see now, hopefully, the thing going up. So I think I have solved that little problem. So I'm looking forward to using this new computer. I'm not into games, as you know, but I I played Age of Empires, whatever, and then I moved to eventually to Civilization 5, and I just play Civilization 5. Don't play it against anybody. Don't even play to win very much. I just like building up my villages and that type of thing. And now with this new computer, the graphics are much better. But the main thing that really makes it nice is the movements and the plays and everything happen right away. Where before, depending, it was, So that's nice. But I'm looking forward to making videos and also being able to use, which I've been using, but editing the videos, processing the videos, encoding the videos, all that type of stuff should be so much better with this system. Also, what I've been doing, as you've noticed sometimes, is sometimes doing screen captures, sometimes, doing this, editing the videos together, and then a little bit I've done of, the screen capture and my picture up in a little corner of it or something. And doing screen captures and doing that type of stuff uses a lot of resources. And I think now I'm going to have the resources to use. I cannot remember, I'm paying for it too, cannot remember the name of the program that I just got for encoding video to send to various sites, even YouTube now. Has I had a choice, and I picked an encoder, and I could have been using it for free, but I'm paying $5 a month for the upgraded version. And I've only been doing that for a couple of weeks, but when that program started, it would on my old computer pop up and say, "Oh, your video card stinks. You should be using an NVIDIA," so now I am. But I can't remember the name of the program, so I can download it now. And I think I'm paying by PayPal, so I think I can go there and see who is deducting Actually, it's every 3 months they take the money out, but so I think I'll be able to figure out which encoder it is. And that program, oh, it's really powerful. Will give me all types of options with things on the, and I used it a little bit for, not sure which video site that was that I was streaming, but I had my screen, me, and the chat provided, and at first I didn't have the chat going. Well, the chat was going, but I asking people that were in the room or watching the video, I said, can you see the chat? Some of them couldn't, so I moved a window with a chat going in it. So I've got to get that working. So anyway, I have the new let's see, I have the new computer. The old computer was a Dell Inspiration, and someplace I wrote down here details about the old one and the new one. And this is not the page. This is the page. My old computer was a Dell Inspiration. It had a Core i3 and had 6 gigabytes of memory. And this is Dell XPS 8700. It has a Core i5, and it has 8 gigabytes of memory. And I'm going to check and see what the price of more memory. Maybe I'll boost it up to 16 gigabytes or something. 95% of what I do, is very basic. Surfing the internet, doing email, or whatever. But for the video production, that's where the extra power. Normally people want the extra power for game playing, and actually my grandson who lives with me, he has a video card, NVIDIA, which is major steps ahead of the one that I'm using. So I could pop that one. He's not using that one. He has another one. So I could pop out the one that's in here and pop in one with has more power. And it's a thing that makes me think maybe I might like to do it, is it uses less electricity and produces less heat. And so that might be a real reason to go to it. But this video is being made using the Logitech C920, and I'm uploading this directly to, I went directly to YouTube and did capture, and it's going there, so I'm not recording it on my hard drive and then uploading it. I've done this a few times in the past. This is sort of a test. And then this is using this microphone again. Not sure when my nose is running. I just had a couple of burritos, but they're out of our freezer or whatever, and they don't normally. Usually spicy food makes my nose run, but so I've got this computer in pretty good shape. There's a bunch of stuff still, I'm sure, to install and load. The speaker. Let me actually show. Well, I guess, yeah. Why don't I do this? Here is the speaker system, this tower, and it's connected. It's a USB. It's this one here. It has 2 speakers, but I'm using those speakers, and that really sounds good compared to the cheap speakers that I had before. But I've disabled the microphone, and this is my new computer over here, and of course you may be familiar with the 8700. One of the, they have like basic, I guess, and then you can spend 700 or 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever, but it comes with altogether 10 USB ports. And what else? Anyway, you may be familiar with the Inspiration Dell. That was not it was a real small case, and you could get, I'm not even sure which type of video card went in it. You could put one little video card in there, and it wasn't like this, with towers. And so now I have space in there. I can add more hard drive. I won't do that, but because I have a USB, I guess I should hook up that external USB. That could be one thing I can do today. But anyway, wanted to let you know that I'm hoping that the videos are going to get better and that I can do better production work on them, better editing, and all that type of stuff. So my son's very happy. He has a brand new, powerful computer, and I have a much more powerful computer than I had before. So I've got a bunch of things that I need to do, little tiny things of installing programs, and so I guess my next project is to find which encoder I'm paying for and get it installed on here, and then figure out. And it is complicated to. I'll have to, if you know me, I don't like to even read the instructions on something. Some people commented about that on my reviews or whatever. You ought to get to. You ought to read the instructions. You ought to get to know the product a little bit. I like things that you don't have to read the instructions, that are intuitive, that you can just figure it out. But this encoding program, I'm going to have to look at the instructions on that and maybe go watch some YouTube videos. That's one thing I am doing a lot. That's kind of standard now. Is if I'm thinking of buying something or doing, if I do, I go to Amazon and look up the product and see how much it costs. Then I go down and look at the reviews, and then I do a search on YouTube and have those people show me what to do and how to do it. So it's kind of a little pattern that I have now, and I use YouTube a lot. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. I mentioned it the other day, but I think I probably will. I'm going to get one of those devices so that I can hook up my old computer and put Linux on it, and then I'll be able to just hit a switch. I'll be using one keyboard, one mouse, one monitor, and just hit a switch, and that way I can just have it over, I'll figure something to do with it. On the one hand, I'm thinking I shouldn't do it, and I should just focus on, because I'm not somebody who can. I've known it. Well, I'm sure a lot of you are that way. That you can be playing a video game, doing stuff, talking to the people you're playing against, and doing stuff. And I've been in chat before with, like, there was a guy in Switzerland, and we were in a chat thing, and he was creating graphics, while he was, and I'm lucky to be able to do one thing. But so I'm not sure if I should do that two-computer thing or not. I'm trying to think why I should do it. I just happen to like Linux. Anyway, I think this is working because I'm, seeing the green bar for the audio, which it's looking good. So I think I'm making some progress here. So better get back to work. Thanks for watching.